Three, two, one. Mic test. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Review Series. It is Friday, the 24th of July, and this is Trading Review number 11. I will be upfront. I don't really want to do this. It's not something that I want to do today, but I have to because I promised myself that I will log in all the days, no matter the outcome or no matter how no matter in what emotional state I am. So today I had a complete breakdown. I went on tilt and I had a breakdown from my process. I think this is where everything started. And from there, everything else spiraled down into emotional tilt and bad decisions. Let's have a look on the charts, and I will just try to be as quick as I can with a technical recap, because I don't think there is much to say on this, and perhaps afterwards I will try to put some words together related to some lessons that I have taken after today's trading day. So I traded Nasdaq and I ended up trading YM as well. So both of the contracts on micros. So micro E-mini Nasdaq, and ended up trading micro E-mini Dow Jones as well. The Nasdaq closed yesterday with a bearish candle, and today when I got on in the morning, I actually started trading here. It was about 6 a.m. my time. I took a couple of trades. I took a long here. We were trading below Asia low, and afterwards I saw this highs here, and in 15 minutes I believe we had a gap. We were trading in 1 hour, we had a gap, we were trading above this high, and I wanted to be in a short. I think these two trades, this was a win and this was a loss. I was perhaps in profit a bit. But what happens is, I woke up, I think, at around when we were trading around this time here, and I saw that we started to form bullish structure, and I was looking in the same time at ES. Let me try to put them both one next to each other. I was trying to analyze both of them in the same time, both ES and Nasdaq, and I realized that ES in London has already trading above Asia high. So doing relative strength analysis, as in Nasdaq is correlated with ES very, very close. If you zoom out and you look in the daily, the price action is pretty much similar, or it's been similar throughout the year. Yes, they have periods when they are slightly different, but these two assets are correlated, like Great British Pound is correlated with Euro. So I saw the ES taking in London, taking Asia highs. I assumed or anticipated that Nasdaq is going to do the same, and I started to long wherever I could find a good spot or a sweep of liquidity. The thing is, I have entered in trades that were perhaps hovering at break even for a while, sometimes in profit, and all of a sudden just taking me out. The problem with this was that I had so much conviction that we are going to come for Asia high in the Nasdaq, that if you look, all my trades, even though they were with a very tight stop, and I tried to manage to the best of my ability, most of the trades were taking with the idea that we're gonna tap Asia high. So there was a conviction, strong conviction that I had, that price is gonna come to top the highs before coming down. And also I was looking and I saw the pre-market highs here, and I also seen that we had, I believe, a 4-hour gap, which was this one here. And in my mind I said that okay, we will, before coming down, because I knew the higher time frame was bearish, I said before coming down, I think the Nasdaq is gonna manipulate higher, just like pretty much the same scenario that paid yesterday. And it didn't. And I took a long after long after long after long. I think after taking this once here, I don't remember, but I think before session started I was already down around $700, which was well beyond my maximum limit for the day. And once the session started, I took a couple of longs that were very, very decent in profit, like for example this one here, this one here, this one here perhaps for a bit. This, I remember this would have covered all the losses, but at this moment I was no longer trading necessarily the charts. What I was trading was trying to recover the amount that I lost, and my emotions were no longer in check whatsoever. So I could say easily that I went on tilt, because I found myself cursing under my lip. You know, when you are starting to just say things either in your mind or you just say it with a soft voice. And yeah, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think this was the last long that I took here. And afterwards, what I've done, I was looking at YM. Oh, interesting. I was looking at YM and I realized that, okay, YM is holding quite strong. We have swept some liquidity here in the form of this high here. And I thought that it's time to come down. Let me go back in one single layout. So I looked at this and I looked in the same time at Nasdaq and ES. And I said that either this is lagging behind or it's slightly stronger, but the way this looked, we look like we are already manipulated for the day and that we are ready to come to the downside. I don't know if this is what happens when you are already emotionally tilting, or it's just a matter of how the session unfolding. But I promise you, every single trade that I entered in a matter of minutes went to stop loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even though it seems like we are delivering now to the downside, this was my last trade here. 1 second. This was my last trade here, where I lost the last $120, I believe. Yeah. Take me out, and afterwards we sold to the downside. Doesn't really matter, it has no relevance, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts to short based on the fact that I already lost the train in the Nasdaq, because the Nasdaq was already down, sold from the open to the downside. ES was pretty much ranging, it's selling right now as well. I wanted to sell in this, and there was no, I couldn't, perhaps, I don't know, there is, if it happens sometimes, perhaps if you've been trading for a while, you know that there are those moments you are entering in trade and every single trade feels like it's just going to your stop loss straight away. I know these things are not on purpose. I'm not trying to delude myself that the market is there to get me. No, but it's just sometimes it feels this way. You are entering into a trade and it's just going to your stop loss. I've been in these trades, perhaps all of them took 10-20 minutes maximum. Like for example, this one is here. This one is literally 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Right. I don't think I was thinking straight anymore at this time. This was another short that I took in the morning when I was looking at this block here. We swept this high and I thought we're gonna come to balance this. Yeah. I don't think today was about technical analysis at all. I think today was about discipline and a process that I have not managed to follow. What process I have completely went off track. I broke my own plan before the actual New York started, so I am in my rules. I have trading only New York, and this week has happened that I've traded a bit of Asia and London in the morning. So you see the small habits are getting to a point where, like, you do them for a couple of days, it works out fine in your favor, and all of a sudden you find yourself after relatively good week, you find yourself with minus $1,929, considering that my threshold is at 49,806. Now this is not accurate because it didn't refresh the page. I believe I have $70 left from the challenge. Give me 1 second. $1,929. Yeah. So it's like what? 806. That's the minimum balance where the challenge is breached. And this is my current balance, 49,877. So what is it? $71 left. Yeah. One session, one day can wipe out a whole good week. This week was very, 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 very good, constant. I managed very well to get my trades to break even. I managed to enter at points until today. I managed to enter very well at points where trades reacted immediately in my favor. But today I completely, and I actually said it, I think, in yesterday's review. I said, losing days are just around the corner, especially after a streak like this. 3 relatively good days in a row with one break-even day, a minor loss. And I said this to myself, and what affects me the most, I think, is because I said to myself that on Fridays I will try to be mindful, because on Fridays you are closing the trading week and you go into the weekend with all that baggage of emotions and thoughts that you accumulated throughout the week. And whenever I have a Friday like this, and I had it many times, whenever I have a Friday like this, it's taking a toll on my mental, on my emotional capital, on my mental capital, and on my emotions. So I don't really know what to say. It's not the first time when I experience this. It has happened to me before. I feel very, very strong inside towards the action that I've done. Like, I don't know. Um, I do not know how to talk myself out of it. In a sense that I find it hard to be friendly, or not friendly, but I find it hard to be understanding and forgiving with this kind of actions towards myself. Yeah, I think yeah, that's it for today's review. Yeah, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next review.